stream live on YouTube, which I don't do very often. So I'm just going to get this set up. So I have some cool announcements. And all right, looks live on YouTube. Looks like it is working. Let me turn this all the way down. All right, so hello everybody. So today is my 47th birthday. I woke up, of course, with like a little pain in my shoulder. I guess that's just normal now. Anyway, mysterious pains. I just must have slept weird. Anyway, I just wanted to have a little chat with you guys, and I wanted to talk about like some like five things that like five life lessons that I've learned like over the years, and I want to also give you an opportunity to have my crazy birthday offer. So some of the things that like I wish people had maybe explained to me more, or things that I had learned when I was younger that I wish somebody would have just told me in my 20s or maybe even 30s. So first of all, comparison is a trap. And this is so important because I have so many clients, especially I feel like, when you're trying to figure yourself out and figure your life out in your 20s, you're kind of looking around at everybody else. And social media especially makes this really difficult because we don't all start from the same place. We don't all have the same resources. We don't all have the same tools. We can have determination, we can have motivation, but things take different times. And sometimes, some people are born with certain talents. Sometimes, some people learn faster, and we're all going at different speeds. So it's important to always be gentle with yourself when it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things, that are, you have to be afraid not, you have to be afraid not be afraid to suck at something the first time, because like when you do a first podcast, it's going to be probably not that good. Or let's say you try to do salsa dancing, you're probably not a natural. Of course there are certain things in life that you might be a natural about, but let's be honest, there are not too many. For most of us, it's a learning curve, so remember to be gentle with yourself. Secondly, people are not as focused on you as you probably imagine. There's so many times where I've noticed people are so afraid of, what other people are going to think. And if they get outside of their comfort zone and they launch their website or start a TikTok channel or something like that, people are going to criticize them, they're going to judge them. And so it might not even be true, but that fear keeps people stuck and also playing small when they know that this is something that they want to do. And for a lot of people, especially like my clients, these are very motivated people. These are very ambitious people. But what happens is outside of your comfort zone, you don't feel confident, you don't feel competent. And there's a lot of other people, that you worry about might see you, judge you. And then you start getting these internal feelings about not having it be safe to be seen or heard or whatever. So just remember, do your own thing. And, if somebody, don't ever dim your light just because it might be shining in somebody's eyes. The people who are really there for you and the wonderful, people around you who really love and support you are always going to be happy for you. And just remember that you can't always change the people you're around, but you can change the people that you're around. So if you're not getting that love and support, then make sure that you always just go and try to find other people. There are tons of meetups and courses and classes and things that have to do with our interests and hobbies. And the more that you get yourself out there, you will find the right people and find your tribe. Don't ever stay stuck in, around some group of people that are, that is not supportive of your growth or not supportive of the person that you want to become. Because, we become like the five people that we are around the most. So choose wisely. So if you're around everybody and you're complaining that everybody is fake and like, crappy and whatever, guess what? You're going to be like that too, or you're like that and you're attracting those kind of people. So we always have to look at ourselves, all right? Okay, the other thing that I want to say is number three, my third one is keep the good people close. When you have good people in your life, it can be so easy, especially over the years. People have, families, they have jobs, they have careers, they have lives and responsibilities. But don't let those good people kind of slip out of your life. It does take more effort, just like any relationship, to keep people in your life, whether it's just, sending an occasional message or just checking in on people on their birthdays. Like I'm so grateful at all of the amazing messages that I've already gotten, and it's only 2 p.m., like almost. Just of people that like I feel very blessed and very loved, and I'm so grateful to have kept these relationships going over the years, even from some people that, to be honest, I haven't even seen in 20 years, some of them even 30, because that's unfortunately how long it was since I've graduated high school almost. The number four is remember that aging is not something to hate because one thing that I've noticed, like aging is a privilege that is denied to many people. And I have known so many people who did not even reach the age of 40, did not even reach the age of 35. And we have to always remember, like, of course, maybe we don't like that we're getting wrinkles. Maybe we don't like that things are sagging, as Dolly Parton says, sagging, wagging or bagging or something like that. But, not everybody gets that chance. And so often I think we get so wrapped up in judging ourselves that we don't realize how special and how precious that life really is. And I admit, I think when I was in my late 20s, I didn't really get it, and I think this is just one of those things that comes with age. But don't waste your days being upset about little shit that doesn't matter and worrying about like not wearing your swimsuit because you don't like the wrinkles or you don't like the cellulite, At the end of the day, you're never going to be as young as you are now, right now. So just keep that in mind. And remember to love yourself and love your body. And the fifth thing that I wanted to say is emotional regulation is a superpower. And hear me out on this, because if you have your power in your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own reactions and responses, and your behavior, you're pretty much unstoppable. Because the people who are constantly offended and triggered and walking through life just bouncing into everybody else's bad energy and bad comments and bad attitudes and whatever, they won't retain any of their own power. And the more that you spend worrying and, blaming other people or getting affected by what everyone else is doing and saying, the less power that you have. So always remember that. So now this brings me to my special. So I am 47. So guess what? I am offering my top two packages for 47% off. Yes, people, that is almost 50%. I've never done this before. And I thought, you know what? Screw it. It's my birthday. I'm going to do this. So here's the thing. There are two different packages. The first one is package of 8 1-hour sessions. It's called Rewire and Release Your Emotional Baggage. So this is your chance in 8 sessions to release some of your past pain, your past belief wounds, like I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, maybe any internalized things you have against your body or the way that you look or the way that you show up. A lot of times we have belief wounds from childhood, things people said to us. Maybe we were bullied. Maybe we've never felt like we've fit in, so we don't feel like we can show up confidently. And for other people, it might be, finding their voice, being assertive, having any boundaries, and, being able to have that certainty that they can handle it and that this is something positive for them. And this affects every area of your life. When you can be more confident and you can clear the belief wounds of not being enough, not being worthy, not having a right to speak up, not having a right to exist, to take up space, which is unfortunately so common with us, when you can get rid of that, this will help you show up for the job, the job interview with more confidence and more courage. It will help you to know that when you try something new and you might fail, that you'll be okay because you have the resilience. Or maybe it's just, getting rid of some of the social anxiety about going to a new place and putting yourself out there. There are so many benefits to this. And this is a program that is normally 799 euros. And right now it's 47% off. Today, only on February 18th, whatever time zone you're on, and it's 423 euros. And that is the final price. There's no extra tax that's already included in that in Europe. The second program that I want to tell you about is more if you're looking for not only the emotional regulation, not only the healing of the belief wounds around your worth or maybe past regret or past issues that you have, things that you internalize like perfectionism or negative self-talk, imposter syndrome, but you also want the coaching because maybe you're not super excited about where you are right now. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you don't know where you're going. So this includes the transformational coaching where you say like, here's where I am right now. Here's what's working. Here's what's not working. And here's where I want to be in 6 months or a year or whatever. And then we look at what's stopping you, where your mindset is holding you back, because a lot of times, let's be honest, there are obstacles and challenges in the world. Absolutely, absolutely. But don't let it be your own mindset that self-sabotage or that sabotages you. So that is one of my best selling packages because it is like the coaching and the EFT tapping. So you can, it releases the negative beliefs that you have and the negative feelings like stress and anxiety and overwhelm. And that is normally 999 euros, and it is almost half price right now for 529 euros. And for anybody who's watching this from other places, please just check. The euro and the dollar are kind of similar right now, but check on xe.com if you want to know the exchange rate. So those are the final prices. So that's almost 50% off, guys. You will probably never see this again. But the deal is you must book your discovery call today. Okay, for any time in February, but you must book it today. So on my phone, I see the notifications that you booked it. I've got your proof that you did it today. We set up the call for any time in February. It only takes about 15-20 minutes for a strategy session. And then you can use the programs or the packages anytime until June. You just have to start them before June. The 8-week program is, oh, sorry, the 8-session program is about 8 weeks, takes around 2 months. If you want to space it out, you can. All of this is flexible and tailored to your individual needs. So, all right, thank you so much, guys, and I look forward to hearing from you. Do not miss this chance. I will never offer 50